everyone, welcome to Kahliya. This is Mia. I did not plan on making a video today, but I decided to do so due to the energies. We are heading towards full moon tomorrow, and the energy is already quite intense. I'm sure you can feel it. I'm laughing because every time I post something about a full moon on Facebook, I have a friend that keeps saying, I think that there are too many full moons. So, yeah, it's actually really a good thing, because there's this structure to all these energies. If as soon as you learn to understand them, um, it makes a lot of sense, and there's a lot of natural law that works for us, not against us, even though it seems that way sometimes. um, okay, so full moons normally, sometimes they're more intense, sometimes they're less intense, but they tend to pull out all that we have within us that does not serve us, and especially so things during the last month that have shown up for us and have been a bit problematic, or that we try to bury. The full moon will not let us bury anything, because we are here to heal, and we're here to evolve and grow more towards the light. So, there is a good sense to all of this. I'd like to show you the card that I pulled for today, which is very appropriate. And it says, I'm going to show it to you again. I am a child of the universe. I know my worth. I anchor my existence. I am a blessing to this earth. Okay. I wrote about this. This is also the card that I pulled for my blog post I wrote about today. I will remind you, first of all, that these are Kahliya's Soul Inspiration Message cards, available in Kahliya's online shop, and I'll post a link. These are channeled messages of mine on images that I took. I do encourage you to follow my blog as well, because I share here and on the blog, and some things I might write, and some things I might say, and it kind of completes each other. So I really recommend you to visit my blog as well. Okay, so what we are clearing these days is something really, really important. It has to do with our own self-worth. You may be feeling, first of all, let me just say, you may be feeling very emotional, very touchy, cranky, sleepy, and or very fiery, all right? All this has to do with the full moon energy that, as I said, is trying to pull out things that no longer serve us. And this full moon is relating to whatever happened to us last full moon, and from there on until now. And so many of us have been through something last full moon, and this is kind of cleaning up all that triggered. The theme that I have been talking about as well ever since, it has to do with our self-worth. And You know, if you've been through a separation, if you're missing someone, if you're um, feeling attached, you know, and not knowing how to go about things, feeling very anxious and upset, or maybe attached also to um, the outcome of efforts that you have been putting in recently into your work or into what you do or a project, and you can't seem to understand why you're not seeing any results. All this has to do with bringing you back towards knowing your own self-worth and feeling content within yourself. Um, it's very, very important to have a solid foundation within yourself. You know, you are the captain of your ship. You are the owner of your story. And at the end of the day, you are whole and complete within yourself. And that is what the universe is trying to show you and to bring you towards that foundation, that sentiment of wholeness within yourself. Because from this, first of all, that is your truth. And if you were carrying along the years within you certain holes, you know, feelings of lack, feelings of lack of confidence in who you are, um, feelings of unworthiness, that has to end here and now. That is creating a lot of lack in your life. You may feel that you are making efforts in relationships or in work, and you are not receiving that same energy in return, because there is something in your energy that is being transmitted that comes from this sense of lack. And so it is very important that you reach deep within and find within you this sense of wholeness, because you are whole, you are complete, you are magnificent, you are unique, but you are very, very rich. You are unique because there is only one like you, and you are made, you are created by the divine whole, you know, and you have your gifts to share with us, and you lack nothing, nothing. So yes, it's great to be with people. We are social beings and we are made to be around people. But our foundation from which we start and from which we relate to others has to be a firm, solid, full, strong, confident foundation. You have to dig back deep within and find your value, because you are of value. You have been created, you know, so you are of value, and you have to connect to that value. I suggest during these days, especially if we're heading towards the weekend, if you can find some very special, sacred alone time in which you first of all, be very gentle with yourself, you know, with all these emotions that are coming up. You may feel very sensitive and touchy, and you are your first and best friend. You should be. So please be very gentle with yourself, embrace yourself, you know, don't be embarrassed to embrace yourself and show yourself some love, and see what comes up for you. Try to look into this. Try to look into what, ever since last full moon, what have events mirrored to you? What have you found out about yourself? Try to dig in and discover more about yourself. Do some self-research. See maybe parts of yourself that have not been expressed, that you have hidden. I think that now is a time to get to know yourself better, find out more about yourself, have some self-to-self conversations, meditate if you can and if you wish. Of course, ask help from your angels and your guides. They're always willing to help you. Ask for guidance, ask for signs, but mostly look within. You are so capable. You are so valuable, and you are so able to appreciate who you are. Look deep within. Find parts that have not been expressed, perhaps things that you always wanted to do and you never had the courage or the time or consideration, or appreciation. Try to unfold deeper parts of you to get to know yourself better and to get to express yourself better, because you're here to express the fullness of who you are, the full truth of who you are. And you may need to develop a deeper conversation with yourself to get to know that more, But the bottom line is to reach a point where you find your self-appreciation, more self-love, and value. The more you value yourself, the more you transmit that in your life to others, and the better chance you have of attracting towards you people that value you as you value yourself, and the better chance you have of attracting relationships and situations which have value for you in your life, that add value, after that firm foundation of yours in which you appreciate yourself. Whatever you do and whatever you send out to the universe, in what you do and in your relating to others, you hold yourself in value, and you would like to relate to people that appreciate your value and that add value to your existence. So that makes your existence a deeper one, a more interesting one that honors you, and one of others honoring themselves as well. And also in all that you do, all the efforts that you put out there in your work, in projects and things that you do, once you realize who you truly are and you value yourself and the integrity in which you put your efforts out there, the good intention in which you are investing in your efforts out there, once you you are certain about that, you are confident about what you put out, because you are confident about who you truly are and your intentions. That is when you will attract towards you people who appreciate, who can see where you're coming from and what you're giving, what you're offering. So I think that I'll leave you with that. I'd like you to try and think about that, because this is an important moment. Um, mm, let's leave behind all that lack of confidence and unworthiness. There is no lack, you know. Find the fullness of who you are and offer that openly to the world. And you'll see that the interactions that of energy that you have, the interchange, the interactions that you have with others will be of much more value to you. So I remind you to take good care of yourself and be very, very gentle with yourself and loving. Okay? Many, many blessings, much, much love, and see you next time. Bye.